children. We were all one once. Loud or quiet, social or living in a fantasy world to escape whatever the real world threw at us, even though we were too young to understand the concept of said harshness, underrating that your amazing time as a person of youth or needing of a job or worries of teenage trauma and the inevitable curse of the adulthood. And that's why we have TV. Whether you watched it willingly as a kid or your parents just sat you down in front of it to have 15 minutes of silence, TV was probably a big part of the childhood of the generation I'm a part of, even though I'm only 16, so I'm technically still a child, but yeah, that's besides the point. Now, when I mean shows I used to watch as a kid, I mean when I was like maybe a toddler, youngest a baby, and oh God, do I have some good memories of TV shows I used to watch. I used to watch the basics, you know, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, but nah. I watched some good classics, like Robot Boy, and Roly-Poly-Oly, and, the Teletubbies. But alongside these classics, there's obviously going to be some stuff that I don't remember as fondly. For example, my mom told me that I used to watch something called Fraggle Rock, so I looked it up because I didn't remember it, and the only person I remember from that show is the character Red. But I think it was because my mom gave me her old plushie for when she was a kid. So how I think it went down is that I was a baby, just sat on the couch while she watched the show, and I just probably drooled all day, who knows. Still a good show though, don't get me wrong, I saw an episode, it was nice. But for the things I do remember, there is this one show. Oh god. Special Agent Oso. This guy was pretty much the Dora of my childhood. Doing the usual thing of, do you know where the cave is? Yes, so if you opened your ducking eyes, it's right there! But needless to say, when I was younger, I used to love this show. I even got some of that sweet SAO. No, not that SAO. Some good SAO merch. But to be honest, looking back at this show now, it's kinda... So the basic gist of a basic episode is a kid is in distress for the most simplest of tasks, like this one girl who couldn't put her fucking seatbelt on. Like, it's right there, kid, come on! But as the kid is in distress, a literal ladybug with a built-in camera and sensor sends a signal up to a satellite up in space, and then it sends it to their communications hubs or something, to Oso, and then he goes to help the kid. So, what these agents do is that they stalk children and help them with the tiniest of tasks. Why are you stalking kids, Oso? Why aren't you, like, I don't know, training to be a spy like you say you are and not stalking children?
It's all part of the plan.
No, it's not, Oso! I'm on to you! Back when me and my little sister were a bit younger, we used to stay up late in my parents' bedroom watching TV while they were downstairs watching boring adult shows. You know how it is. We were just kind of laying in bed, chilling out, watching the TV. It was fun. And to be honest, I think those are the most fondest memories I've ever had when I was younger because these two main shows came on every single time. Chop Sucky Chucks and Skatuni. Skatuni was the ducking jam, man! It was where kids and dudes battled it out to win a big prize, like a Wii or something. And there were hosts called The Earl, who was literally I think was meant to be an Elvis knockoff, but who knows, I don't care, I loved him. And Chud Chudders. Mangy Chud Chudders! The show was just so good, like... These two characters really carried all the wacky side stuff that went on, like sometimes something would just happen and the next thing you know, the entire show is continuing but dangling off the edge of a bloody roof or something. It was fun, it was entertaining, and sure, me and my sister probably didn't pay attention to any of the questions or knew the answers to any of them, but oh god, if I pulled her up here right now, she would agree that that was the best show of all time. But I am currently home alone with my dog, so I couldn't do that. Sadly, it only lasted for one season, though, and I am so upset by that. I need it back. Hashtag bring back Skatuni. I will be in the show. I will get messy. I do not care. I need it. Now, Chopsuki Chooks also means martial art movies wait. These three were chickens the whole time? No joke. I didn't know the lyrics of the intro when I was younger. So I thought these were just people with weird ass pinball heads. You know, the bowling thingies. Not chickens. Anyway, it's about these three characters, Chick P, Chucky Chan, and KO Joe, who are trying to stop the evil Dr. Wasabi, the ruler of the mall-esque city they live in. It's actually kind of cool looking, though. Like, it's a city, but it's pretty much a huge, like, mall shopping center complex. It's pretty cool. And it's henchman Bubba from doing God knows what. I remember the music being a bleeping bop, as to the point me and my little sister would get up on the bed and just start dancing the hell out of each other.
Chucky, Cherry, KO, Joe, three superheroes, get ready to
it was pretty fun. Okay, I saved the best for last. This was the almighty show. The show that made my older sibling and my parents go absolutely insane when the intro song and the words again came out of my mouth. Bear in the Big Blue House! I loved this show so much, and I'm not wrong when I say that this was an amazing kids show. I loved when Bear would just compliment you just by the scent of your smell, even though most kids probably didn't want to have a shower or baths, and their parents just kind of had to make them. It made me feel amazing. And that opening song, top tier. It was and the ending song. Goodbye,
goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
I cry every time I hear it. 10 out of 10. My comfort show. My life. Oh my god, I love this show. And the day I found out that the actor for Bear, Noel McNeil, was on TikTok, I need to be noticed by him, okay? Please, I will build Bear in the Big Blue House with one of my friends. We have it planned already. I will record the whole thing, please! Sorry about that. I got a little emotional. Anyway, but yeah, looking back at some of these old shows when I was younger just kind of made me miss, simpler times when you were a kid and the only thing you have to look forward to is literally anything plus the TV. Like, summer's already nearing its end by the time I'm recording this. It's like, what, 2 weeks away from being August? Maybe a bit less? And, this video just got me thinking about, how less stressed I was back when I was a kid. I want to suggest to you to try and watch some of your old shows. Relax a little bit. Maybe try and think back of some of the times that, things are easier. And maybe one day it'll be easier again at some point, Who knows? I would hope everything will be easier. But, I'm only 16. I can't really say much about stress and getting older, apparently. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my tangent about childhood shows, and I hope to make more stuff like this, and I shall see you in the next one. Good night, everybody!